Hello, friends. Nice having you all here today. My old subscribers, thank you. And to those that are viewing for the first time, or you've been viewing but you've not subscribed, please take this time to hit on the subscribe button, also the notification bell so you get notified each time we upload a new video. And to my new subscribers, thank you for subscribing. Please do not forget to hit on the like button. Friends, some people use their own hands to buy problems for themselves. When you hear certain incidents that happen, these are things that can be avoidable. Yet, out of is it ignorance you call it or stubbornness, some people decide to have their way. And at the end, they start facing horrible consequences for their actions. Friends, what you're about to hear now is about a young actor. He is actually a Ghanaian actor and also a movie director. What this young, intelligent man did, a lot of people keep asking this question: was it meant for ritual or did he just do it for fun? But who does this kind of a thing for fun? On his birthday, which he just celebrated, this particular young actor, who is popularly known as Nkurama Samuel, but people call him Rimes K. That's his stage name, that's the nickname that he's known in the industry. And his friends all wore white attires. That was the outfit he decided that everybody should put on to celebrate his birthday. Guess what this guy did? He told everybody to come to the cemetery. That's where he has decided he wants to celebrate his birthday. I'm sure a lot of people hearing this now will say it's obvious, it's for ritual purposes. I wouldn't blame people who would think that way, because a learned man, well exposed, you decided you have the money, you can choose anywhere to go and celebrate your birthday, fun places. But out of every other place, he chose the cemetery. What are you going to celebrate in the cemetery? Are you celebrating with the dead in the grave? Or are you celebrating with the flowers? What exactly is he trying to prove? Or what exactly was his intentions of going to the cemetery? That is what so many people are asking him, because the conclusion was obvious. A lot of people do things for money and people could go to any length. So him going to the cemetery, it didn't sound like anything new, because people do things and even worse than that. He even had a high table. This guy took his time, guys. It's not like he just went there, stood, celebrated, and went back. No. He had a high table and even decorated it with drinks. You can see that's a picture there. And a cake was even placed in between gravestones as the celebrants made fun and excitement with his family members and friends. However, there was no chairs that was provided for the guests. People just stayed around, walked around, and while they were all drinking and eating together. And some even relaxed on the graveyard stones. But seeing these things and hearing something like this, you will comfortably go to a birthday party where you've been invited and it's happening in the cemetery. And then you get there, you are so comfortable, you're sitting on graveyards. You know, when you hear certain things, you'll be wondering, how do people feel when they do certain things like this? Will everybody be very comfortable to hear, oh, I'm being invited for a birthday party at the cemetery, so let me go and have fun? How will that sound even in your own ear, you that is even saying it? So many people were just shocked at seeing how these people were comfortable sitting down on gravestones while they were partying with this actor. Now the table has turned around for the young actor. Guys, guess what is happening? Now he is complaining that his life has not been the same ever since he had this party in this particular cemetery. What's this guy saying? Guys, he said he can't sleep, that ghosts has been haunting him after he did this celebration at the cemetery. Why won't ghost haunt you in the first place? What are you looking for in a graveyard? Graveyard, you're meant to go pay respect to the dead and walk away. How would you go to where people are dead? You're celebrating. Just like going to where someone has died, people are mourning. You now go there with music, with all form of joyous instruments to start celebrating and dancing. People will be looking at you like, is this person okay? These are people who are mourning their loved ones, and you're here coming to celebrate. It's like you're happy for the person's death. This is just a similar thing to what this young man did. Going to a cemetery to go and eat, sing, dance, and jump around where there are loved ones buried in the ground. Even if you were not in that party and probably even have somebody in that cemetery buried there, you'll feel so sad. Like, people are back home not happy they've lost someone, and someone is there dancing on other people's grave. It's just so sad and disheartening knowing that this guy is a well exposed person. You're not a novice, you're not a learner. So why would you on earth think of going to the cemetery to have a party inside there? The actor Remes K told everyone, because he was granted an interview and he wanted everybody to understand that this is what is happening to him, and he's saying it because if someone else want to plan to do something like this, that the person should pull back and not do it, because your life wouldn't be the same again. He said that they now asked, what were your motives, what were your intentions of going there? He said that his motives for celebrating in the cemetery was to pass the message that one's birthday isn't just the addition of a year, but it also means that subtraction of a year from the years that you have lived. What explanation is this? Guys, please, does this explanation have any meaning to you? You are trying to tell people that, okay, indirectly what he's saying is a time to live and a time to die. So just know that the number of years you have lived will be subtracted by the time you go into the grave. That is what he decided. He wanted to pass a message across to people by going to the cemetery. And he kept on saying that ever since after this birthday party, he has been seeing scary things, and he believes now that ghosts is after his life. All he wants now is help on how to stop this ghost from haunting him. You can see, it's just like you see a hot pot of soup and you dip your finger in there. What are you expecting? You will get burnt, obviously. And so what was he expecting? You decided with your whole mind, your eyes wide open, your clear head, you wanted to pass a message of telling people that your years you've lived will be subtracted from your death day, because it's like you don't live anymore, so all those years are a minus to you. Who would even buy this idea? Somebody said something. Someone said, you have not seen anything yet. This is just the beginning. And really, you don't do that. It's just like people who go to graveyard. Some people go there for ritual purposes. And you find out at the end of the day, forget this thing, they go there except for ritual purposes. Definitely, you don't expect such people's lives to be the same or to be normal again. What those people go through at night, it's unimaginable. Even some of them in the daytime, you find out that it's like something is chasing them or running after them. You'll be restless for the rest of your life. Meanwhile, some people are still saying that he is lying, that there might be other reasons why he went there to go and have his birthday celebration, and he's not trying to tell everybody the truth. That because he's coming out now in the public and he's getting interviews, since he's a movie producer and also an actor, that Remes K should open up and say the real reason why he went to cemetery to celebrate his birthday. Some are saying he can go back and continue with his life in the cemetery. So nobody is even saying anything good about what he did, because everybody is saying you are very learned, you're well exposed. Your reason for going to the cemetery doesn't make any sense to anybody. As far as people are concerned, they didn't get any message from it, but instead he made himself look very, very irresponsible before so many people out there. And owing to the fact that he is a popular guy, especially in Ghana, people just use this to have lots of of respect pulled down, which they had for this young man. Well, however, he ends up with this ghost hunting in his life. All we do is to wish him the best that he gets out of it, but he called these problems for himself. Friends, what do you all think about this young man taking his birthday to the cemetery and giving the reasons that he's just trying to let people know that the years you have lived will be subtracted because one day everybody's going to die? Do you think it was a good reason for him to illustrate it in that way? Please, whatever you think about this, you could put that down at the comment section. Well, people are very funny. Imagine what someone would do all to pass a message across when you have so many resort center, lovely places to celebrate your birthday. You decided it's a cemetery. He called these problems for himself. Friends, nice having you all here today. Please, before you leave, don't forget to hit on the subscribe button, also the notification bell so you get notified each time we upload a new video. Thank you. God bless you all.